Hello guys, Dusty here, back with another pickup video, and today we've picked up quite a bit of a variety of stuff, and I'm excited to show it to you all. So let's get started with one pickup that I got, actually for a reason, and that reason is because I've been trying to diet, and I've been dieting. It's been going well. I've lost 16 pounds, pretty good so far. So I wanted something to track my fitness, and there's ways to do that, but I figured the best way would be through a video game, of course. So I decided to go ahead and, well, I started using Wii Fit Plus because I already had Wii Fit Plus, but I was like, I want the Wii U version because every time I'd play Wii Fit Plus, I'd have to go into the Wii part of the Wii U, and then I'd have to play Wii Fit Plus, get through all that stuff. And, I figured might as well get the Wii U version. And it came with something very interesting that I will hopefully try to show you at least the box of. The device isn't around here right now. Oh, yeah, here's the box. But yeah, for $5 a piece, I got them both on eBay, both for really good deals. $5 a piece. We've got Wii Fit U. This was brand new in the shrink wrap for $5. From a Goodwill sale. I was a little worried because it was from a Goodwill sale, but ended up working out. And also, this Wii Fit meter in the box, new. So, two new things for $10. That's pretty good. So, that was kind of a cool thing to have found. So, now the next pickup, I was going through the pawn shop one day, and I was looking around, and I noticed, hey, they have a Wii U game here. Well, actually, they had two Wii U games. They had Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures for $10, which I wasn't into. I've heard it didn't get the greatest reviews, and it's not really worth much more than $10, so I decided to pass on it. And I also found a game that is worth $10, and that game, of course, is Super Mario 3D World. Now, I just picked up the Nintendo Selects version of that, so I will get to keep that sealed, which is one of the reasons I do not open my games until I actually intend to play them. It's just, because if I find an opened one, then, boom, I have a sealed one, I have an open one, it's all good. But, yeah, and I don't really collect sealed stuff, but I just have it if I have it, I suppose. But, yeah, it's complete in the box here, in good shape. Back when Nintendo made manuals, isn't that nice? But yeah, it is in great condition, and it was $10. How can you pass that up, right? So then next, we got another pickup at the same time. They had actually mispriced this game. Usually they price their Wii games $6.99, which can sometimes be a good deal, sometimes not be a good deal. But this was a situation where it was a good deal. I got Donkey Kong Country Returns for $2. How can you say no to Donkey Kong Country Returns for $2? And yeah, it's missing the manual, but this is a good trade or sell to get more video games piece, so I am happy about that. All right, and I think I got these couple of pickups before I'm going to move the camera over here a little bit so I'm a little bit more in frame. And you get to see my mess over here. Yeah, I've been cleaning lately, so that's why everything's a mess. Anyway, so this is something that I had actually ended up picking up, I think, a little bit before, but I ordered it at Best Buy because I wanted it for Star Fox Zero. Now, with the Fox Amiibo, you can basically, your ship looks like the Super Nintendo R-Wing, and it looks like Super Nintendo, the Super Nintendo ship, right? So I really wanted to try that out for the arcade part of Star Fox, so I figured, I should probably do this now. I picked up for $10 Star Fox Amiibo. So pretty freaking cool. And this thing is really detailed, really nice looking. Look at that. Hey, I actually have a nice enough camera to show you guys the quality of this Amiibo. Isn't that cool? But yeah, pretty cool for freaking $10. I got it for $10 because I have Gamer Club rewards. If I didn't, it'd be like 13. So yeah, it's fun. All right. Next, I suppose I can't remember where in the timeline these were, but I think they were like a day apart from each other. But I did ended up picking up two N64 games. I was walking through the thrift store, and the thrift store has had a copy of NCW wrestling for the N64 for I don't even know how long in the case. So I was just glancing through the case, and I noticed there's two N64 games in there. What's the other one? The other one was GoldenEye 007. So that's a pretty cool pickup for, how much was it again? $2. $2 for GoldenEye. Pretty freaking sweet. No, the other one was from the pawn shop. Now, I have to assume somebody must have just, went in and bought all the good games and, left the crappy sports game. But this crappy sports game is actually, like a $10 game. I was a little familiar with it, so I knew to pick it up for $2. But for $2, we've got NBA Hang Time for the Nintendo 64. So altogether, pretty cool pickup. Did not own it before, so happy to have it now. It's a very heavy cartridge, by the way. Like, it's fairly heavy. Seriously, it has some heft to it. Yeah, this should definitely go through a window. But anyway, next we have, by the way, I do apologize if some of the order's off and I'm confused. I haven't been putting my pickups on a shelf in order because I've just been so disorganized. I've just been throwing them in a box. So yeah, hopefully next time around things will be a little bit better in that respect. But next up, we went to the Goodwill and we saw a couple PlayStation 1 games and a PSP game. So we, of course, snagged those up. And we actually saw two PlayStation portable games. However, one was Rainbow Six Vegas 2, and it was in really, really rough shape. So I figured not worth the $3 that I was going to pay for it. But for all together, I think... Actually, no. I think I have these screwed up. No, I think they might be right. Well, I might have just picked up the PlayStation Portable game by itself, but I'm pretty sure I picked it up with these two PlayStation games. But we got Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, which is actually a pretty cool pickup for $3. And we got, for $1 a piece, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the PlayStation, which I'm not sure if I had the PlayStation version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I'm going to have to check, but I'm not sure if I have that. And I'm definitely sure I didn't have this. Dirt Jockey Heavy Equipment Operator for the PlayStation. So pretty cool stuff. All right. Next up, we have more PlayStation Portable games. I guess they must have just had some PlayStation Portable games and forgot to put the rest of them out. But we got more PlayStation Portable games, and we got another PlayStation game. So, yeah, pretty cool. We've got the PlayStation game, not too exciting. We've got Caesar's Palace 2. Now, each of these PlayStation Portable games were... Oh, I got a notification. Huh. Okay. So, yeah. Professional YouTubering right here. That's what you get when you pay for Dusty Doo. But yeah, we got some PlayStation Portable games and a PlayStation game. Now, these PlayStation Portable games were marked at $3 a piece, so that would, by logic, be $12 total, right? However, I got charged $10 for everything. So, hey, that worked out. $10. That's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $2 a game. I'm pretty okay with that. So we got Caesar's Palace 2. And it is not complete here. It does not include the manual, but it does have the game. So, and I didn't have it, so I figured why the heck not. Then we got Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. I believe all of these are complete, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this one's complete. We got Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Remember when Ratchet and Clank were funny? Then we got, there we go. And we got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which is actually really exciting because I used to play this on my old neighbor's PSP way too freaking much. So happy to have this for myself. And then we've got Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins, which is pretty cool. And now I have all these PlayStation P games. Now I'm going to need to find a PlayStation P. Well, PlayStation Portable games. PlayStation Portable. That's the way it probably should be said rather than a PlayStation P. But anyway, let's see. What do we have next? Okay, these games can probably be next. Picked these up recently. Each of these were $2, and they both came from the Goodwill. Now, one of them was Wii Play. This is actually an upgrade copy to my copy of Wii Play. So that'll be going in the collection. And then we got a game that I have a lot of nostalgia for. We've got SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for the Bikini Bottom. Battle for the Bikini. Now, I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. The GameCube version, of course, but this game, it is freaking fantastic. If you ever have the opportunity to play it, go play this game. It is just, it's a very fun platformer. All of the voices are done by the original voice actors, I believe. and which isn't too difficult. There's only like 5 of them, but yeah, and you know, it's just a really good game that feels like an episode of SpongeBob. So if you like SpongeBob, you will probably like this game. All right. Do we have anything else over here? No. Okay. So then we've got more video games. I walked into the Goodwill one day, and I looked in the glass case, and they just had a ton of uh Game Boy games, right? And one original, well, Game Boy Advance games, and one Game Boy game. So I'm going to show you guys those now in no particular order. Of course, I'm going to save the Game Boy game for last because it's probably the most exciting. We've got Crash and Spyro Super Pack here. So I assume maybe a Crash and Spyro game, if my camera will focus. I'm not very well lit here, so you'll have to excuse my camera. I'm surprised it's showing me as well as it is. But then we got Namco Museum, because I don't already have 12 of those. We've got a Top Gun game. What is this? First Storm Advance. So yeah. We got Hot Wheels All Out. By the way, each of these were $2 a piece. So kind of overpaid for some of them, but I just wanted to grab them all. Especially this one, Sportsman's Pack. Don't know what the heck that means, but hey. Once again, sorry you can't read these. It's so freaking dark in here. We got The Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning, as opposed to an old one. Or a used one. We've got Crash Bandicoot's Huge Adventure. Got Spyro Orange, the Cortex Conspiracy. Couple more here. Got Crash Nitro Kart, very fun on the GameCube, so maybe it'll be fun on the Game Boy. By the way, they were a big Crash Bandicoot fan, I would have to guess. Got Mortal Kombat Advance, which I've actually heard is really good. Haven't played it though. And then we've got the kind of crazy, wow, I can't believe I got this for $2. And I had actually been looking for one of these games. We've got Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy. Oh yeah, really freaking excited about this. I did not have any second generation Pokemon games, so yes, I finally have one. I have Pokemon Gold. And this is definitely going to be going on display somewhere. It's a little worn, the label's a little bit screwed up, but nonetheless, it is Pokemon freaking Gold. So that is exciting. All right, so I think we have I think next, in last but not least, we will have the big pickup, the huge pickup actually, because these things are huge. So let me give you the backstory of this pickup. So I was walking through the pawn shop, and you know, I was looking at their wall of as-is and clearance stuff, and the manager says, okay, it's the end of the month. If you want any of this stuff, we'll make a deal. So I'm like, okay, well, I was wondering, they had an Xbox One up there. And I was wondering if it came with the cables and cords and everything like that. They had it for $120 with a broken DVD and CD drive, because I figured if I could get a deal on that, you know, pass it around and, you know, flip it, I could make a couple bucks, so I could go out and buy more video games, right? And so he sent someone in to go check, and he's like, oh, yeah, I feel like he was jokingly asking me this. I was like, but he was like, how much should you pay for the whole as-is wall? And I was like, well, I don't really only have 150 to spend. And he's like, well, we could probably make that work. So for 150 bucks, I bought their whole freaking as-is wall. And besides the Xbox One, he said if I bought that wall, he'd give that to me for 70. So I'm like, okay, 70 bucks. Absolutely. So it looks like one of the items on the as-is wall, I'm basically going to be making my entire money back. So that's absolutely fantastic. And then the rest of the stuff is just going to be pure profit. And you know, paying for the Xbox One that I bought. And here it is in all of its extremely heavy glory. Oh man, Oh, these things are heavy. Oh, we got a Microsoft Xbox One right here in fairly decent shape. I mean, it does have some scratching, normal use kind of stuff on it. Scratches on the piano black finish on the top, but I'll probably put a skin on it anyway because this stuff attracts dust like no other. I need to get skins for like my Wii U and everything, like matte skins and everything. But yeah, pretty freaking amazing. Got an broken CD, DVD, stuff tray, drive, Xbox One for all of 70 bucks. But that's not the best part. The best part is I took it home and I tried to put a disc in it, a Blu-ray disc in it, and it said it needed to connect to Xbox Live. So I'm like, okay, so let's think about this for a moment. If it needs to connect to Xbox Live for an update to read DVDs, CDs, and other stuff like that, and how did the last person know that? So that it couldn't read discs. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and connect it to Xbox Live and update it. And my internet was down for those 8 hours. So I was like, just direly waiting to be able to freaking work with this thing. And then my internet came back. I was so freaking excited. And I hooked it up to the internet, performed an update, and threw a Blu-ray disc in. And sure enough, it booted that Blu-ray disc. So I was like, okay, I gotta test more stuff. I threw in Viva Pinata for the Xbox 360 because it's Xbox 360 compatible mode thing now, so it'll play some Xbox 360 games. And booted up, well, I had to install it first, but then it booted up Viva Pinata perfectly fine. So I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to go buy an Xbox One game and see if it works. So I went ahead and picked up for 10 bucks, which isn't a bad deal in and of itself, the new Need for Speed at the pawn shop. 10 bucks, not bad. Threw this in the Xbox One. It worked after like installing for a half hour. Yeah, I'm never gonna get used to that. But yeah, we have a fully functional Xbox One for 70 bucks. Not all that bad. And the only thing about it is, though, I do not have a controller. I don't really have the money to just go out and randomly buy a controller right now. I'm just, waiting to sell all that stuff that I just bought. So, that I don't need. I know there's a couple things in there I'm going to be keeping because it's actually relatively useful to me. But, yeah, eventually I'm going to get an Xbox One controller and I'm going to have an Xbox One. And I'm going to see if I want to keep it. And if I don't want to keep it, I'll just sell it. But, yeah, pretty freaking sweet to have gotten an Xbox One for all of 70 bucks. Oh! Oh, that thing is heavy. And kind of a funny story, too. I had ended up getting a last generation, 6th generation. I got a Wii first, an Xbox 360 second, and a PlayStation 3 third. This generation, I got a Wii U first, Xbox 360 second. Xbox One second, and then I'll probably get a PS4 third. So that's kind of just a crazy thing that occurred that I just noticed that I figured I'd bring up. Even though the generation before that, I first got a GameCube, then I got a PlayStation 2, and then I got an original Xbox like years upon years upon years later because I just could never find a good working one. But anyway, that's it pretty much for this pickup video. I'm glad I kept it short and sweet, and you guys might be able to want to watch it. Yeah, I will see y'all next time. Take it easy.